Hi everyone, my name is Kim Davila, and today I will be focusing on delirium. And delirium falls in the DSM under neurocognitive disorders, and it is a syndrome in which underlying pathology can usually be determined, meaning there is a reason for the delirium. Sometimes it's substance abuse, and other times it could be medication causing the delirium. Some of the DSM criteria are a disturbance in attention. There could be mild forms of that, or there could be major forms in attention disturbance. In a mild form, a person would just take longer doing everyday tasks. They sort of lose their focus, but they can complete their daily activities. It just takes a little longer. In disturbance in attention, if it's a major episode, there's an extremely hard time in completing any kind of task, and the person is very distracted by external stimuli around them. Another criteria is the disturbance develops over a short period of time. Now, delirium can happen in a few hours to over a few days. Another criteria is a disturbance in cognition. There are deficits in memory, there's disorientation, and sometimes language. And another criteria is that if A, the disturbance in attention, and C, a disturbance in cognition, cannot be explained by another pre-existing condition. And then also the disturbance is a direct physiological consequence of another medical condition, such as drug abuse or medications. Some of the diagnostic features and risk factors with delirium are there is often a disturbance in sleep, and this can happen any time of the day. There could be daytime sleepiness, where a person is just tired all day, sleeps all day. There could be nighttime agitation. As it gets darker, the person gets more agitated, more irritable. There's excessive sleepiness, where a person just is sleeping all of the time and not getting involved in life. And then there's also extreme wakefulness, where a person is just awake all the time and never rests. Part of the delirium, there could be emotional disturbances. The person could suffer from anxiety, depression, anger, irritability. There could be extreme euphoria, where they're happy all the time, and apathy. And delirium is usually highest among older individuals who have been hospitalized. So they've been hospitalized for long periods of time. They lose track of time, lose track of where they are. They can lose track of why they're even in there due to the delirium. Using drugs and abusing drugs, and also taking certain medications that have psychoactive properties, can also increase the chances of delirium. Being overly medicated, one of the side effects could often be delirium. Older adults are more susceptible compared to young adults, and early recognition and intervention is the key to full recovery. So a person who may be suffering from delirium, their behavior usually is out of their normal range. They may focus excessively on something. They are not responsive to other people. Sometimes they may dress inappropriately. If it's summer, they're dressing in winter clothes. If it's winter, they're dressing in summer clothes. As far as language, they also may experience some language difficulties, and their speech can also be affected. In a mild form of this, they may have trouble finding the word for something. It may take them a while to figure out what they want to say. In a major form, they would have difficulties even expressing themselves at all, where they just may repeat something that you say. Socially, like I said, they may just dress inappropriately. That would be a major form, inappropriate clothing. In a mild form, they just are not able to recognize social cues or facial expressions. They don't understand what, like, if you're looking at them like, what are you talking about? They're not really understanding. In terms of decision making or working or responding to feedback, they have to focus on one project at a time. If there's a lot of things going on, there would be an extreme inability to focus on what is going on. Mildly, in a mild form of that, it's just a difficulty multitasking. Like, we're often in everyday life doing 2 or 3 things at one time. This would not be possible with a person with delirium. And they would need to just focus on one thing at a time. So looking through our slide presentation, I hope that we've given you some insight and information on delirium. And I hope you enjoy our slideshow. Thank you.